we're packing up to leave our room in Roncesvalles. We have here a bag in which there are 2 cold pain au chocolat, which we bought yesterday, and we have 2 cold cups of coffee, which will kickstart us hopefully. And then we're going to go out here into the scary world of cloud and cold. No, we're hoping it's going to be at least a little bit easier to see shortly when the sun starts coming up. So we're just about to leave La Casa Sabina. So that's where we come from. There's La Posada. A few people just leaving. And this is the way we go.
Yeah, we were. There were a lot of people arrived before us, but we seem to like setting off when it's quieter.
Yes, I do. It's atmospheric. I wonder what the cross over there is. Well, we walked through this woodland in a misty morning, and I was struck by the atmosphere, and it turns out that it's actually called Thru-hike forest. But I noticed at the top it says Bruchera, which I realised is the Spanish for witchcraft before I saw the English. Oakwood of witches. And it was where some of the most well-known witches' covens of the 16th century were held. And it led to much talked about repression. And then 9 people from the region being put to the stake. The white cross is a symbol of divine protection on the road. I imagine it's that. Huh. It was the main route between Roncesvalles and Berguet, which is this village, until 1880. Bruchera. Very atmospheric forest. There were a lot of holly bushes as well as ash and hawthorn, but further in mostly holly and ash. Lovely section. I should have said, given that it's called the Oakwood Forest, that we didn't actually see much oak, but obviously there will be some further in. There's an oak tree up there. I'm just coming into the village of Aritz or Berguet. There's not much here really. Might be further down. It's not a large place anyway. There was an architect in 1960 who came up with a new project, and it was revolutionary at the time. And it seems, quickly reading it, that the actual design was in an oval, which was unusual. And I think it was to do with giving the people a choice of where they would be buried, and that then I think the families would continue to be buried in the same place afterwards. But it's an interesting place. It has a nice atmosphere to it. Familia. And separate from the church as well. The idea of it being in the free air had been quite... Reminds me a little of the Quakers' graveyard actually, although I'm sure it's a different faith. The Quakers' graveyard being near where we live. That is a red kite. I don't know whether it's going to focus well enough on it. Well, the kite is still there, circling around to the right of the trees, and we're coming into the main part of the village now. I like the architecture. See, houses like that. The kite was really close again and I couldn't film it. We've now got a group of fellow pilgrims following behind us down the road there, nicely kitted out in yellow. I'm wondering what this is going to say. Well, obviously it says Route to Hemingway with the way highlighted. Let's see. Okay, there's some English there. The writer Hemingway visited Navarre between 1923 and 1959. A place for relaxation. It is a lovely place. I like the water, the way it drains down the side. And we've seen the kite flying over back and forth above the houses here. It's really atmospheric. Every so often, I think it must be the kite that's calling from over there. Maybe you'll hear it. It's over there, I can see it. Toward the, there. It was over toward the power lines. Little bridge that we're crossing over. Another nice little bridge. I don't know what these berries are. I probably should know, but I don't. What are they? This is strange because it's an information board. And here it explains everything in Spanish. But over here, it's in Basque, and somebody scratched it all out. We've been passing lots of hazel trees and there were hazelnuts on the floor, and I know it's a particular type of hazelnut that's very pale. I can't remember the name of it. It's not just the ordinary dark hazelnut, nor one that's not yet ripe. It's a particular kind. Maybe we can get coffee. Conversation ranging from everything from Alain de Botton to Greek philosophy, COVID. It's been really interesting. It's quite an unusual place.
It is. That's Santana blasting out into the street.
Just need to say that this is a quirky cafe restaurant. He plays this song on a loop, it goes so far through, and then it starts again. Andrew's killing himself laughing.
It's Santana.
It's Santana. We just went in to get our pilgrim passport stamped, and no more Santana. We had 6 goes of the Santana. Now we have This is different feel altogether in there now. Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing. That's what it is. Oh. I was just so busy nattering away about the place we've just been in that I walked straight past where we need to go. See the yellow arrows, and the lady over in that house stopped us and shouted across the street in Spanish, "Are you going to the Camino de Santiago?" And I realised what had happened, and so she pointed us back this way. Here we are. We're supposed to be going down today. We've done quite a bit of going up though. There's another sign about the mushrooms over here. Productos naturales. Ooh, we have stepping stones across what is actually just a trickle at the moment. Well, it's maybe a bit more there. Somebody's lost their handkerchief. Nice little village. Don't need anything, I don't think.
This is nice.
It is. Se vende. For sale. Should we buy it, Andrew?
I would love to.
Maybe a little further south for me, but it is very nice. It's quite breezy though today. It says Santiago's that way on a little blue sign there to the right. There are many signs, Santiago, and then stop, and then information.
Here?
Yeah.
Presumably.
Yeah. Information points, but it says then, I'll go back this way.
Sorry.
Mycologica. It's an information place about mushrooms. There's something quite magical about coming into a village while the church bell is ringing. It's a very pretty church on the hill over there. flecha. The walkway has 2 shells hanging from it. Hola. Hola. Adios. It's a kite. The kite has been hovering. It's just up there in the sky now. I keep trying to get a good photo of it, but I'm too slow to get my camera focusing in the right place. It's starting to get hot. Well, Zubiri is now 6.9 kilometers. We have to go through Alto de Erro, and that's where the steep downhill begins. Some thoughts for today. First of all, the little village where we stopped earlier to have coffee and bananas, where he was playing Santana, and eventually he started playing It Don't Mean a Thing If You Ain't Got That Swing. I've still got that in my head as we walk along. Have you got it in your head, Andrew?
A bit, but I've got Santana really.
You have? Right, no, I've got Don't Mean a Thing If You Ain't. It's just bopping along as I go. What else? They don't tell you, or maybe they do and we just didn't read it or pay attention, that the day, I thought the day out of Roncesvalles to Zubiri was going to be mostly downhill. Now I know we're approaching the steepest part of the downhill today, but there are actually quite a lot of little uphills. I mean, that was quite a steep uphill that we just had. So we're thinking we might find a spot to eat some cheese and bread. But yeah, we've got 6.5 kilometres less, probably approaching 6 kilometres now, and it's 11:30 in the morning, so we've almost finished the walk really. We need to probably just find somewhere to sit and enjoy it for a bit, maybe break up the downhill. I'm aware that my left foot feels as though it might be just beginning to rub slightly on some dry skin on the side of my big toe, so I might take care of that. I've been kind of tightening the ankles slightly so that when we start going downhill my foot doesn't slide forward. Yeah, what else? It's been nice, really nice talking to Raquel and Ramon. I'm thinking of them as the 2 R's, las dos R's, the 2 R's, Raquel and Ramon, and they're going to be staying at Zubiri too. We spoke to JD, the gentleman from Denver, Colorado again. Colorado. I'm rolling my R's like it's a Spanish word, isn't it? Anyway. The shoes I finally chose to wear are my Nikes, and they've got extra pour-on foam in them, which I might need to remove at some point soon.
I've had the first pangs for my stomach, so I do wonder about...
You wanting to stop to eat cheese?
I think this would be quite a nice place to stop.
I can't really see an obvious... I can see you're looking at that log, yes. But it's at a funny angle. We've decided to stop here and have some cheese and sausage and bread, rather than going on to the Pass of Ero, where I believe that there is a little stall, possibly a shop. So this is the situation. We have the world's most lovely cheese from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, the special curé, and very, very nice French bread still, which is probably not as nice as it was, because it's a little bit old now, but nevertheless it's still very fine.
That's yours.
There's a sign on that tree. See the red line with the white through it?
Oh yeah, maybe we go down
No,
there.
it's not. It's saying it's not that way. So obviously some people, for some reason, have gone that way. I don't know why you would go down there.
I don't know why you would either. And that's yours, I think.
Not now. I'll keep it. The sound of the wind in the trees is like a wave. It just came and it's been silent until just then. While we were sitting to eat our bread and cheese, quite a few different groups went past. We saw Raquel and Ramon again, and Ramon has hurt his knee, so they're trying to get to the next place to hopefully bandage it up or something. And then a few other people, everybody really happy, letting on to us. It's nice. I'm just saying, I'm not sure what type of woodland this is, and I think I should be familiar with it. I think it begins with a C, and I can't remember the name. Cotoneaster? Could it be Cotoneaster?
Could be. Tree.
Well, it's a bush, really, but I mean the trees are coniferous, aren't they? I have a new thing today. Yesterday it's a bit like Wales. Today, I was just saying to Andrew, I'm loving this. And he said, what do you love about it? And I just thought about the feel of the air and the light and the trees and the stillness. And it just hit me, it's a bit like Scotland. So today, much of it hasn't been like Scotland, but this particular part of the woodland and the path reminds me of the Cairngorms. Particularly the Muir Dinnet. Possibly other parts of the forest, Abernethy Forest. But yeah, it's lovely. Really enjoying it. I'm loving this. It is absolutely beautiful. The downhill is fun. I've been enjoying it a lot. We've had a couple of cyclists that passed us. I can see that there's some more coming up now. Yeah, I know a lot of people find downhill's difficult, but for me, I can get into a rhythm, and as long as I don't overdo it and do something stupid, it's good fun. I mean, now I'm actually still walking downhill and I probably shouldn't be filming while I do that, but I enjoy it. You can get up a bit of speed, and as long as you're careful and sure-footed and balance yourself well, I suppose, it's good fun. Really interesting rock formations here. It's quite a deep channel. I have to walk along the side of it. The lady ahead of us with the bike had to be quite careful getting her bike around it. So the sides of the channels are like this. Strange, and they carry all the way down. I think we're coming into Zubiri. There is quite a sizable town down there. Yeah, every so often you get drops like that to navigate. I don't understand why they have a dog zone. I don't know what it means. Why is there a dog zone? Well, 1:15 and we're here in Zubiri. We left at 7:20 this morning. We've stopped a bit along the way, and here's the bridge. And a really helpful guide to what's where. It's the Bridge of Rabies. There is a story which I'll read to remind myself of later, but I know that they used to bring cattle here because there was a belief that a saint was buried under one of the columns and that the saint cured rabies. So looking on the map, we could see that our albergue is just over here. We're at the Palo de Avellano, which means the hazel stick, and we've got another private room there. Let's have a look from here. The people playing. It's lovely. And up there on that hill, you can see up there, that's where we came down. We're following those power lines for the last part. Lovely vegetable gardens. Now this is our room at El Palo Avellano, the albergue. And the lady's been very kind. She's given me some extra pillows. She ran up the stairs to get them, and I ran up after her. And she was horrified. She said, no, you weren't supposed to run. She was just going to pop up and get them. But it says something. I actually was quite happy running up, even though we've just done a 13-mile walk. While we're here, I need to say how much I love these little packs that I bought. They are really lightweight and they are water resistant. They've got water resistant zips as well, so I'm not too worried about having a water rainproof cover on my backpack. And they're just great. I put clothes in this one. I've got my little vest top, which I'll wear some days here. The dress that I wear in the evenings here. I've got
more shorts in there too. This one I put all my electrics in. So I've got different sockets and cables and my camera charger in there. This one I've just got socks and different things like that. And this one I've got medication and shower cap and painkillers and things like that. And it's just nice because they're different colours as well. I can just think, oh, that's that one and that's that one, and I know what they feel like. I had intended to just use Ziplocs or something, or clear plastic bags, and I'm just glad I didn't. I think they'd be more likely to rip, and I'd be fishing around trying to figure out which was which. With this, they're just so pretty. They cheer me up. They're made by Granite Gear, if anyone's interested. A strange thing has been going on. This was on the door of the Gîte Compostela in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, and we were room 201. Yesterday at the Casa La Sabina, we were room number 2, because they don't have many rooms. Today we are room 202. I think we're just going to be all the twos. I'm going to look out of the window as well, see what's out here. Andrew in his natural habitat with a book. It's nice and bright now that we've opened the skylight and the sun isn't quite so hot. What do you see? So this is our albergue. I think you can see actually that up there, the Velux roof that's over there. The window that's open will be our window.
Not necessarily intending to be.
They're lovely little ponies. I have to say that from here, the one on the left looks as though he has 6 legs. Maybe more. 8 legs now. They have a lot of legs. They're lovely.
I like the man sitting on his balcony. So I put my feet in the water because it's supposed to cure all ills, or at least the legend actually goes that, dating from medieval times, from what I can make of the Spanish, and from what I've read as well, there is a saint that's supposedly buried in the central pillar, as I mentioned earlier, and it was supposed to help cure rabies. But there's also a connection to leprosy in that the saint was, I think, and I may have this wrong, but a saint of a leper colony that was nearby, and within Pamplona, the region too. I'm trying to imagine people leading their cattle round and round and round it.
That's the French gentleman that we were talking to earlier.
Was he collecting the snow?
Yeah. I think I can actually walk around this reasonably easily. They didn't have hot chocolate, so we're trying this colacao, which is with natural cocoa, without additives. I like the idea of this. Colacao. And we've got hot milk. We could have had it with cold milk, but we've got hot milk. With sugar, desiccated cocoa, natural cocoa, cereal cream, wheat flour, extract of malt. It has got malt in it. Natural flavouring.
It's very much like cocoa.
Yeah. So there we go. The eastern sun's going to hit it in the morning. Well, here we are outside the albergue having our meal in the garden. That's very nice. Our room's on the other side. We're very much enjoying our dinner outside. We've got pork ribs with... They do this wonderful type of pepper which is marinated in something and I haven't worked out what yet. Very, very tender potatoes. I think they're just cooked in butter or something like that. And it appears to be a pilgrim wine of some sort. Igara. I don't know what that means. Igara. Vino Igara. But it's very nice. It's smooth. Hints of leather, earthiness, oak, but smooth as well. Enjoying it, Andreas?
It's lovely.
So the very kind lady who remembered that the reservation here went back to February 2020 and that we've had many emails back and forth. She's been incredibly helpful. She's just brought us this, which is called relleno. And it's a local speciality. And they're very tasty. I think it's probably potato with some egg as a binding agent. Tomato and garlic.
It's yummy.
I'm not sure what else, maybe onion. It's good. The dinner cost €13. With that we had a salad followed by soup, followed by pork ribs with potatoes and the marinated peppers, followed by this, which I've tried. Yes, little, the little local specialities, and a very, very fine tiramisu, which Andrew's got, which I've tasted, and a lemon mousse, and a bottle of wine.